Hello, today we're going to turn this little dress into an apron, I think. Yeah, a little apron for my granddaughters. So this is a really good material. I'm thinking this is really good material, and it is pretty because it's kind of a little expensive little countryish dress. So I'm thinking this is really good material. So what we're going to do, we're going to cut it. I'm not going to sew because I don't really know how to sew, but I am going to cut it with this on the seams. That way I don't have to make seams. So they'll be already there. So on this side, on this right side, I already cut it. What you're going to cut is the part you're going to use. This was going to be the apron right here in front. All this front is going to be the apron. Look at the bottom, is so cute right here with this little ruffle. So here I want the seam. All this I want the seam, and the back stays without a seam. Okay. If this was this is button on the back, it has a row of buttons. If it didn't have buttons, if it had just been together here at the back, you could make another one. But since this is separated, I'll make something here or use this as pockets from the same material, but we'll see. I'm just going to give you the basics so you can do little aprons from little dresses that don't fit your girls anymore, but they're really cute and they can be used as aprons or anything else that you want to do. You can make some napkins, some really cute napkins for your girls, or to match your shabby chic decor or country-ish themes. So here I already cut this here, and the piece I'm gonna keep with the seam. That way you don't have to sew this, and it won't unravel later. If you have pretty ribbon, if you have some ribbon, you can put some ribbon here. You can do it with a glue gun all the way down, like here. You wouldn't even have to do here, but you would do it all the way to here. So you will put a ribbon across here and glue it down on both sides, and you would have a ribbon, and then you could have little hanging little extra little ribbons hanging down, or even from this same fabric, so it can look a little bit raggedy, and they look so cute. So on this one, I already cut this. Remember, you're gonna keep the seam, and now in the front, I want to keep this for the top. This pretty gingham, I want to keep it. So I'm cutting here on the top and keeping the seam also. You can see part of it there. I want to keep it because it's going to be the top, the part that goes on the waist. It's going to be all this part. All this part is going to go on the waist. Okay. I don't know, if you wanted to, you would cut all the way up here and figure out how this would go on the small waist. But then it would still look like a dress. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to stick to doing it here. But you can do whatever you like. And then this little tag with the RL, I can put it on the apron pocket or something, so it can look nice. Okay. So right now we're going to cut right here through the inside, so you don't cut the seam. You don't want to mess this part up, and you want to keep this here intact, the blue gingham. So I'm going to cut straight down, and I don't want to damage the little square. It seems like it has a little space here, but if you're not careful, you'll cut it, because here it's really close here, like it was sewed back here. So we can cut that so it won't be so close, and I won't cut it because we don't want to use it on the pocket. Now you see, now we also have your little almost ½ inch here, and we won't damage the little tag that's so cute here that we can put on the apron or somewhere. So here with your fingers, we'll be touching here, pushing it down so we don't cut it. Okay, we'll be pushing it down so we don't cut it. Let's see, push it down so we don't cut it, and then cut. Now we're cutting under the initials here, but we're at a little distance, so we're not damaging it right there. So cut slowly, and we're gonna cut all this with your finger on the bottom. Make sure you're pushing the gingham out of the way. Okay, and now we have this cut off. It's gonna be the top of the apron right here. And here, this part, if you don't like it, this part here, this on right on here on top, we're going to glue the part that would go around the waist. It would cover that. Here, the little strap that would go around the waist, it would cover here. Like this, it would cover it. So we wouldn't have that raw edge. Okay, so that would cover for the strap that goes around the waist. Okay, that will be covered, so don't worry about that. And then here we're only keeping the front. So here we're going to also take the seam from the inside here on the little sleeve. We're going to take that seam here, right here through the inside. We're taking that too. So we'll turn it upside down. Sometimes I get mixed up and I cut it. I have done it several times. So now, since I'm going to show you hopefully the right way. So we're keeping the seam. This is the part we're keeping. So always check, this is the front, this is the front. So we're keeping the seam. So we will cut into it right here, into the sleeve, right here, because we want to take this part, which is the inside of the sleeve seam. There we go. Let's see if we did it right. Yeah. So now we're just going to go down the other side, all the way down. But we need to take the seam. So we'll cut into it, into the back, because we're taking the seam. We're taking this seam also, so we don't have to sew anything. This is a front. Always check, this is a front. So we need to take the seam here and keep this seam. And we'll go all the way down carefully. And our apron is almost done. And then here it's going to be a little bit tough because here you have this little ruffle. And it doesn't have, they just sewed it on straight. So we're going to try and just cut as we can. And we'll fix that later. If it looks raggedy, we'll put something there. I'm just going to go straight. I'm not even looking where the ruffle's going to end up. I'm just going straight. There we go. So now we have all the apron that we're going to use here. So this is going to be the front of your apron with your ruffle here. It's going to be the bottom. The bottom is already, there you go. Your bottom's done. You don't got to sew anything on the bottom. It's beautiful. Right there, the bottom. And then you have your little ruffled front. You have your seam here, which you can add a ribbon to make it look nicer. And then we got to put the top. We're going to get something to do the strings for the apron. We have this little loop here when we cut away from the sleeve. So your which is also here with the seam, so nothing's gonna unravel, and your strap can go through here, all here, straight. And this is what will hang to the back. Okay, there we go. And then you do the same with the others. I had already cut the other side, so now we're going to we know this is the side that we want, so we're not messing, we don't have a chance to mess up anymore. So just finish it, cut the raw edge in the sleeve, and then just cut it out. Yeah, this is the bottom of your sleeve right here. This is your little sleeve. Cutting it out, detaching it right here. There we go. And we're done. You can do this. You can do so much with these pockets and even the strap. Maybe we can get out of here. I'm not sure. We'll see what we do. I don't know. Or the strap. You can use a cotton t-shirt, the bottom of a cotton t-shirt that's really stretchy, or something that matches. I like the idea of a cotton t-shirt, but for this nice pattern, I want something cuter. So it was probably, or you can have, maybe have a sash from something else, one of your robes, a satiny or something. You can add that, and all you're gonna do is glue it on here with your glue gun. Start right here and glue it right here to cover this raw edge, and glue it and glue it. And if you use the Gorilla glue sticks, it's even better. Here, I left some fabric there. It's all right, doesn't matter. It's perfectly imperfect, like they say. And then go down here and attach it here, or just to here, and you can leave here and put something else here, like little dangly cotton little strappies, so it can look cute. Whatever you want to do, just use your imagination. But this apron it's already an apron. It's practically finished. And then, like I say, whatever you want to do, and you here you have no raw edges. You have this little gingham part here, and then with this, even with this, if you wanted some pockets, if you could even put another layer here, so it can look even cuter, like right here or right there, whatever you want. And like this, how I would make a pocket. Sometimes you can make pockets with the little sleeves, like this little sleeve, and this is an apron for little hands for a little girl. You can get this would be the top. This would be the top, and you can put it in here, and the little girl can stick in her hands here. I know we cut it here, we cut here, it's a raw edge here, but remember this, all this part, all this bottom part of the sleeve can be glued on the fabric, like right here. Let me show you. Right here, the bottom, just the bottom fabric can be glued down. Can't see it. Okay, right here, like in the middle of the apron, glue it down, the bottom, and then it's already made. Your little pocket's already made. They stick their hand in here. Everything on the bottom is glued. Cut it here. Let me cut it so you can see. Okay, so this one we're gonna keep the raw edge too, so you won't have less of a unraveling. Let me see here. So here you cut out the little pocket. It's already 14 minutes, should be done in like 15. Just to show you the basics and what you can use, things that are already sewn in, so you don't have to sew anything. So this is your little, and you have two, so you have your little sleeves. So this is what you would do. You could even turn it like this. Just glue all here around, put glue all here around, and glue it. You could have it like this, or the way I showed you, like that. It could be like this, straight up, like this. And then we put the little hands here, and this you already have your edge, your seam is made, and here it's sewed, and you could fix it here on the bottom if you don't want to see the little raw edges. They would be inside, and then you can even put ribbons around here so you can look pretty, or little patches, or glue on little buttons, anything that you have. Even these buttons that are here in the dress, I would put these little buttons here in the little raw edge. That would even look pretty, just leaving it raw edge with the buttons. So that looks really pretty. You can do this pocket, and then you can do the other pocket, and it's already made. The little pockets are already made. So you're way ahead of the game right there. And the little girls love to have little pockets to put little things in there. And then you work on the strap. Like I said, if you have like one of your silky robes, or from another dress of something else, a little, just glue it on. Something will make a big, so you can make a big bow on the bottom. It could be thick, it could be thinner, like this. Not too thin, because then you're gonna have knots. So thick, and you make your here, and I'll show it to you when it's done. I already taken up too much time. And this, to cut them, they're very easy. And then just fold everything together, put them away until you find the sash, and then get your glue gun and your Gorilla Glue and get everything together, and then you'll do it in 5 minutes or less. And I'll do that when I get my glue gun, because I don't even know where I have it. But I had this little dress, I just washed it out, and I have it ready to make apron. When my granddaughters come, they'll be ready. And I'll show you how to make some more aprons, basically using the same techniques, using the same parts of the dress to make pockets, to make the little sashes, the little dangly little ribbons. From the same dress you can make a lot of stuff, especially if they have a lot of cute little details. Yeah, and especially if it's really nice fabric. This is all cotton, is beautiful. So okay, thank you so much for joining me, and we'll see you on the next video. Thank you.